Good evening, honey. Good evening. You ever heard this before? I know you haven't. You've never heard this? What's up, y'all? Good evening. Girl, I've been trying to get settled, honey. Yes. Happy Friday. One more time. Hey, what's up, Babe Nation? The hottest, honey. The baddest. Where y'all at? Don't mess with these. Don't mess with these. Don't mess with these cup waters. One more time. Y'all ain't never heard this before. Okay, girl. Happy Friday. How y'all doing? Girl, I tried to go live. I tried to go live. Oh, girl, I had the hardest time, girl. I went live on just regular YouTube about 15 minutes ago. The camera was upside down. I could not figure that thing out. Okay. And then, girl, had the nerve to pull up to the scene with my ceiling missing. Okay. I gotta get off this pillow. This pillow ain't working. Girl, I had pulled up to the scene with my ceiling missing. I said, ooh, ooh, girl, what happened to the rest of the sewing? Child. Ooh, girl, I had snatched it out. It don't matter, okay? It don't matter. Girl, we'll still get clapped. We'll still get clapped. It don't matter, girl. Ceiling missing. Okay. It don't even matter, Lady Steph. You think these men here? Absolutely not. They don't care, okay? Absolutely. Well, actually, yes. As long as that face is giving, she'll be 45 next month. Okay. As long as that face card ain't declining, girl. That's still missing. Oh, it just feels so good like this. Okay. I may start a new trend. Absolutely. I may start a new trend because she's still fine, so it don't matter. Okay. Now tell me I'm lying. Tell me, won't she still get clapped? Absolutely. Absolutely. Girl, I'm trying to find me some because it's hot. Okay. Girl, she'll still get that work. Girl, don't nobody care. Okay, we don't care. Now, when y'all pull up to 40 when y'all pull up to 45 hours with the babe, this how I'm pulling up too. Okay, this how I'm pulling up until it's time to go party because it's hot. Absolutely. I'm warning you now. The ceilings will be missing. Okay. 45 hours with the babe will be a place that you could feel comfortable taking that wig clean off your head. Okay, girl, take it off, girl. Take it off. Whoo, child, how y'all doing tonight? We are doing amazing. Shout out to the baddest nation in the beef sector. Okay. Girl, we didn't talk Lil Billy. We didn't talk some sense into Lil Billy round there. I see we didn't talk some sense into Lil Billy. And now hey, Leonay girl. Shout out to Leonay, our official designer for 45 Hours with the Babe. Leonay is designing for us and she is doing an amazing job. Put some respect on her name, on her business. Okay. She is reliable. She is fast. And she is a businesswoman. Okay. Yeah. Shout out to the business women around there tonight. Hey, Buttercup girl, you see the ceiling missing? Girl. Okay. Because listen, it's only so much we could take. I'm this close. I am this close to cutting all my hair off, y'all. I'm literally this close. Now I've done it 3, 4 times in my life. I will cut, girl. Okay. I have done it before and I look amazing, bald headed, as you can clearly see. See, I don't need no hair. I don't have to have no hair, girl. It's hot. Folks is going through things over here. I'm not ready to chop. When I tell about ready to chop the hair off their head, girl, I can't take it no more. Okay, I don't give a doggone about no hair on no head. Girl, we have other things to do. I get rid of it. Every place else, I wish I would see some hair. I plucks it off the chin. Okay, y'all get hair on y'all chin. Don't come for me. I be plucking the hair off that chin. Okay, I shaves, I wax, I nair. I don't do hair. I shave, I wax, I nair. I don't do hair. So what? Why this up here gets an exception? Why does this get consideration? Why does and even with the ceiling missing, you see that quality of that hair? She done sweated all over the place. But she is hanging on, honey. The ceiling, we gonna have her on. Cause I don't have it to do tonight, okay? Or tomorrow. We'll figure it out. Absolutely. Shout out to Babe Nation tonight. Babe Nation is gearing up to spend 45 hours with the babe, and it's about to be an amazing. It's gonna be one for the books, baby. It's gonna be one for the books, baby. I can't wait to meet y'all. I can't wait to host y'all. Let me tell you right now, if you are planning to come to 45 hours with the babe, I need to know. I really need to know, and I need to know real soon. We are cutting that registration off on August the 15th. You don't have to have your money by August 15th. We just need to know you coming because we trying to get counts. We getting down to the wire. It's time to put down deposits, and I can't do that without a final count. So we need to count, okay? You can register on Eventbrite. Go on my community wall, scroll down, you will see the link to Eventbrite. Or you can just send me an email at 5turns45 at yahoo.com and say, "Fi babe, I'm coming." Okay. However, Eventbrite provides me with information that I need. So even if you send me an email telling me you coming, I still am gonna need more information, like your t-shirt size and all that, so that I could pass that on to Leonae so she could give you your custom shirt. Okay. Ciao. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I don't know what to do with myself. I am so excited that we get to meet each other. Now we are gonna be back on Zoom on Sunday. So if you are thinking about coming, if you are coming, Please meet us on Zoom on Sunday. I figured out what was up with the Zoom because I bought a new Zoom and then I couldn't get in it. So I had to go to my old Zoom. But the old Zoom is free. No, we need that new Zoom. So I will drop a link so that on Sunday we could get back on Zoom. I got some updates for y'all from when we met the last time. Okay. And we'll probably after this meeting have a couple more meetings. But this may be our last meeting before we shut down registration. It's going to be some baddies in the building and they will get treated like royalty when they get here with me. Okay. Absolutely. I want us to tell y'all about these cut waters. These are from El Diablo. Let's be very clear. Okay. These cut waters will have you dancing. They will have you calling people. They will have you, even if you don't got no booty, it'll make you shake something. Okay. These cut waters, this little can, it looks so innocent, don't it? Uh-huh. A lie. Ain't nothing innocent about it. It says on here that there is 10% alcohol. Lies. That's about 80 proof. Right here is 80 proof. Lies. Okay. This thing is the Hulk. This is the Hulk. And I don't know why I'm sitting here sipping it like it's sweet, but I don't got to drive. I don't got to go nowhere tonight. So I could sit here and run my mouth with this one can of cut water. And it is delicious. I'm going to make sure when y'all get here, y'all will try these. Okay? They got all kind of flavors. The man at the store told me, get the strawberry. Get the strawberry is what he said. So I went ahead and got the strawberry. Now, I want us to say this because I see, hey, Barn Dog. Hey, everybody in the building. Happy Friday. I want us to say this because I see that the beef sector has talked some sense into little Billy over there. Okay? Into little Billy over there. And see, this is what I don't like, Buttercup, about little Billy. So we've all been coming at her saying, girl, where's your commentary? Where's your content? You keep popping out with these productions, throwing music behind them. And we're not impressed because you using our stuff. Okay? I've had to get her. Other people in the sector, I've had to get her because Billie Jean does not respect other people's commentary. She thinks it's sweet. She thinks folks work hard, put on their makeup, pull up with their ceilings missing and all that, okay, to come live so she could steal it and use it for free and throw some Beethoven behind it and don't want nobody to say nothing. Baby, it's the beef sector, okay? This is not the mommy sector. This ain't the church sector, baby. This is the beef sector. You will get that work. Stop playing. Stop playing. Okay? So, you know, that it was one side of the beef sector hyping her up. Go, Billie Jean. Go, Billie Jean. Go. Hyping her up to get popped. Because Rico told her, you do it and I'm going to get you. Because, you know, she likes to drop these little 1 minute, you know, clips of what she gonna do. Rico said, yeah, I wish you would. Okay? I wish you would. All they got from that production was that 1 minute clip. That was all they was gonna get. Absolutely. Okay? Now I need to stop crossing my leg before I show y'all some tuna. I'm not trying to. But I like my leg crossed like this, and then I put it down and I cross it and then I put it. I'm not trying to show y'all nothing, okay? The last time I made a slip on here like that, Wiley put it up on his website, and that following Sunday I was around there at his church. So it's not a good idea, even if you see the tuna, to take it up on yourself and go and repost the tuna. Don't do that. Or whatever you want to call it, tuna, roast beef, whatever you want to call it, but sliced pastrami, whatever you want to call it. But it's not a great idea to repost Shalina's. Okay, absolutely. So anyway, girl, Billie Jean got some sense about herself, but this is what this what I say. What I think is so interesting about the whole thing. The fact that she got that heat put on her, changed her mind and has absolutely nothing else to give. That's exactly what we knew. You mean to tell me if you can't take our content, you don't got nothing to say? Your prediction is cancer. I would like to think like she at the Oscars. Like she at the Oscars reading off a teleprompter, thanking all the producers and the stylists and the cameramen and the lights and the girl, you's taking everybody else's stuff. And it was sweet. She thought it was sweet. No, it ain't sweet. Thanking all them folks. I would like to thank, like she had somebody's graduation. And I would like to thank all the people that helped me get here. Then you about to thank Rico, who you should have been thanking all those people whose content you was about to use. Go sit down. Let me get it together real quick. Okay. Girl, moving right along. Let's talk about some other things that are going on in the world because the world is bigger than the doggone beef sector. As Kendrick Lamar says, what they talking about, they ain't talking about knowing what they talking about, they ain't talking about knowing what they talking about, they ain't talking about knowing what they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. Okay? Ain't talking about nothing. Now little Billy over there on mute. And I just never understand when I see a young person, I mean young, like under 25, and the whole bottom part of their lip burnt. That's a pipe. Let's be clear. Pipe. Okay. I should have nicknamed the little pipe job. I only smoking and pulling on a constant pipe. You too young for your lips to be discolored like you've been in a trap house. The whole, not the whole top lip black. I could see if both of them were black. Okay. Or off black or charcoal or midnights. Okay. Or dusk. Okay. Or African American, whatever you want to call. I could see if both of them were given that. But you got one full melanated lip at the top and one full been through the tests and the trials of life lip at the bottom. I need somebody to make it make sense. How your lip been through more than Ness lip? Now Ness is, see these folks got lip problems in this beef sector. Ness's lip has gone through some terrible things. And so did little Billy's. Absolutely. But I'm glad she got some sense about herself and decided that a strike was not what she wanted. Hey, JLC, shout out to the chat tonight. Absolutely. Hey, Faith is the substance. What's up, Swag TV? Shout out to Reed, the Heart of Philadelphia. Yes, this is amazing. Okay, I went and dropped down in Reed's chat about 2 weeks ago. I had not been in Reed's chat in about 7 years. Okay, in 7 freaking years. And you know, I'm a lady first, right? I'm a lady first. And I had to think like some of this stuff, my bestie be like, I get inspired by my bestie, okay? Because I was in his chat one day and I saw Reed over there. I was like, oh, this what we doing? Okay. You know, and I had already, Reed, I don't know if you got my message. But I had sent you a message and I had told the people to go over there and tell you I love you. Okay. Yes. Shout out to Reed. And I'm so used to calling you Reed Don't Write that's what my mind thinks, but I won't call you that because I know you don't like that. But shout out to Reed. Thank you for coming through. Girl, so let's move right along. It's a lot of stuff going on. Where should I start? Oh my God. I don't even know where to start. I had a whole list of stuff over here. Let's start right here. Girl, come to find out, girl, these celebrities be broke as I don't know what. They be out here lying and alibiing. They be out here lying, y'all. And we be sitting up looking to these folks. These folks don't be having it. They don't be having it. Let's talk about Cash Doll and her nail tech. Let's get into it. Her nail tech, Cash Doll, the cash out. You know, she's icy. She buy out Louis Vuitton, and she buys out Chanel, and she buys out Prada, and she buys out Balmain and all these places. Well, she went and got her nails did, and her nail tech came online and explained some things that had happened. Let's take a listen.
I just had my worst nail experience. I'm a licensed nail technician in the state of Michigan. I've been doing nails for over 2 years. I completed this service on August 3rd, and today is August 7th, 4 days later, with non payment. On August 3rd, I did a travel nail appointment to a celebrity who I have never met or serviced before. I completed a fill-in over work that was not my own, as well as a color change on her toes. This opportunity was presented to me, and of course, I grabbed it. It's just business. I expected to get paid for my service. I am a nail tech, and it's just a job. After traveling to Detroit, Michigan, from where I'm located in Canton, Michigan, I was told by her directly to text her balance, and she'll have it for me by the next morning, give her a day, which I understood at the time because it was a hectic event such as a wedding. You know, I just gave the benefit of the doubt, and thank you for the opportunity.
Right.
2 days after complete, I just had my worst nail service and messaging her. I finally get communication back from her saying will send shortly. Again, it is currently Thursday, August 7th, and I still have not received my $150 nail payment. I did not get any pictures, videos, or content whatsoever of this nail service. When I asked, was it okay if I take a before picture of her nails, she seemed very hesitant, so I just didn't bother. Like, it's fine, it's no big deal, and I continued to work. Overall, it's just unfair because I held her to her word of paying me that next morning. I completed a service that I was not paid for, and there was no communication of promo instead of payment.
So Cash Doll, Cash Me Out, the female rapper who can buy out all these stores, did not have $150 in cash to pay this traveling nail tech. Neither was she able to send her a PayPal, a Zelle, a Cash App, transfer, a wire, an ACH, nothing. Write her a check, nothing. Told the young lady, I will pay you tomorrow. Oldest Strickland, tomorrow. Tama is always Tama. And then when Tama comes, is Tama. Okay? Tomorrow goes until infinity, like forever. Absolutely. Tomorrow has the same expiration date as infinity. When it comes to somebody owing you. And then when it's time to pay you, it's always, oh, she tripping over that little money. Was it that little money when you didn't have it? Absolutely. So you got Cash Doll out here, got somebody complaining that she didn't pay them. Now, you about to hear a conflicting story. But what I need you to keep in mind is what this young lady just said, which was she was sent a text message from Cash Doll telling her she was going to get her money the next day. That is called a what? A receipt. Uh-oh. Isn't that what that's called? Because, see, you about to find out somebody lying. Either this girl lying or Cash Doll. Let you hear what Cash Doll had to say. She actually called the girl.
The girl got paid Sunday. She did the services Sunday.
Oh, wait, hold on. This one she called her.
Zendaya.
Yes.
This is Cash Doll. Sunday, when you came and did my nails, and I wasn't able to pay you because I had to rush out.
Yes, I understand
and go do my, I had to take pictures with my bestie and everything. The wedding happened. Tish sent you the $150, right?
Yes.
So you technically got paid because Tish knew I was gonna pay her back, like I did, and I gave her some extra. It's like, why would you go on the internet and tell them people you haven't got paid when you really got paid? Even if it wasn't for me, you got paid.
Yes, that's true, but I also didn't make that to bash you in any way. I am still grateful for the opportunity, but with all of that, it was like I was being ignored.
And I was speaking up for service providers. Like I said, not towards you.
So somebody lying. Because that girl just said she didn't get paid until it was 4 days later at that point. That was yesterday. That girl made that video yesterday, and according to that girl, at that point, she still had not gotten paid. So then Cash Dog calls the girl and says, why you saying you didn't get paid when you got paid? Yeah, I didn't send it to you, but I had my friend send it to you, and it came the next day. So somebody lied. Cash Doll claims the reason she couldn't pay the girl right away is because she was in a rush to go to her friend's wedding. Where they do that at? Where they do that at? Can we go to the nail shop, get our nails filled in, and get our toes color changed, and then tell them, oh, I'll be back. Girl, I will see you tomorrow. I will be right. No, I don't think so. Okay. These celebrities are very much so entitled and full of crap and BROKE. I said it. They're broke. Okay. Now, what's crazy is Cash Doll left that. She claimed she was in such a rush that she couldn't pay the girl. Right. Left and went in through, I think, $20,000 in 20s on her best friend who got married. So make it make sense. You could go off and throw $20,000 in cash on your bestie, but you can't get this girl $150. My opinion is that Cash Doll was full of crap. This is just my opinion. My opinion is that Cash Doll knew that girl traveled to her and she should have had her money. She should have had her. I don't play about no money. I don't play about my money. I don't play about other people's money because I don't play about my money. I automatically expect that everybody is like me and don't play about their money. So therefore, I don't play about nobody's money. Okay? She knew that girl was coming. She knew she contacted her. She should have had that lady's money ready. Right. Reed said 150 is a lot right now. But for Cash Doll, she went right to her bestie's wedding and threw $20,000 in cash. Doing that stripper stuff. I think Cash Doll was trying to get over on this girl and was not going to pay her like she said. And I believe that the girl got paid after she made that video and came out and blasted Cash Doll. That's my belief. Yep. I believe she did not get paid the next day like Cash Doll told her she would. I believe Cash Doll saw that go viral and heard everybody talking about it and hurry up and sent that girl that 150 and then called her, and that's what we heard them on the phone. Cash Doll, why you telling people I didn't pay you? And then you could clearly hear that the girl respects Cash Doll as a fan. But see, Cash Doll got this image that she can cash out and that she's a money maker and a money thrower. So this girl coming out saying I didn't get paid by Cash Doll made it doesn't look good for Cash Doll's image because she's supposed to be the icy queen. Hey, Namaste. She's supposed to be the icy queen. Oh yeah, we tracking. These celebrities think they slick. I would not want to service a celebrity. Okay? I would not want to service a celebrity. Hey, Sincere. I wouldn't. They're entitled. A lot of them think they're better than people. They have lost touch with reality. And they just don't get the struggle. Okay, they don't understand the struggle. Absolutely. Now I say all that, but I actually work for one, but indirectly. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. I work for one, but more so I'm not a personal assistant of one. No. I'm not their personal assistant. I handle other affairs for them. But I work for a celebrity. And I see a lot. Absolutely. I see a lot. I see a lot. And so let's be very clear about something that I see and I notice. When you're dealing with a celebrity, people are willing to give their right and left arm, their right and left leg for that celebrity. These people, hey, California girl, these people will forsake their families. They will miss important times with their children to be where this celebrity needs them to be. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a holiday, a weekend, late at night, early in the morning. They could have needs themselves. They will, I see it all the time, y'all. I see this all the time. They will have needs themselves, but will not open their mouth because of the celebrity. They don't want the celebrity to see them in a different light. Like they kind of like lose touch with reality. Like this person, this is a human. This is not God. This is not, you can respect and adore somebody without being delusional, right? Child. So I think celebrities take advantage of that when they know they got you like that and they got your mind wrapped up and you impressed with them just because they're a celebrity, they will take advantage of you if you let them. I truly believe Cash Doll did not pay that girl. I don't think that girl lying. Okay, moving right along. We got another scammer on the loose tonight. Dr. Umar Johnson. Let me drop a bomb for old Dr. Umar and his Pan-Africanism. Yeah. He's such a scammer. I love him. I love Dr. Umar. Yeah. Yeah, he be over there talking fast and talking about snow bunnies and all this old stuff. He be going off, okay? Well, recently he came out and said that chat. Okay, so he said the bank froze his accounts. So let me tell you about him. So Dr. Umar is supposed to be a prominent figure in the black community, African American community, right? But we have seen so many of these people that's supposed to represent us take our money and play in our faces. So I think at this time, a lot of black people not impressed with these African American leaders because you find out they full of crap. Dr. Umar Johnson is a horn dog. He probably clapping some cheeks right now. He's a whole horn dog. He was recently with Sukiana, the girl that was on OnlyFans choking on twins. He was over there like, what you doing? You supposed to be representing black stuff and opening up a school and all this, but you over there with old nasty Sukiana. She on the same level as Sexy Red when it come to nasty. Okay, and this who he over there with, taking pictures with her. Talking about that's his, he believes in polygamy, and so he believes in having several wives and all this, several girlfriends, several. He's just a horny dog. Okay, let's be very clear. These people that say believe in polygamy, they just horny. And some of them are broke, so they want to put their resources together. Just call it what it is. Okay. Anyway, so he has been accused of scamming in the past. Okay, he claims to be related to Frederick Douglass, the Frederick Douglass. Frederick Douglass's family came out and said, no, we don't know him. Okay, he a lie and the truth ain't in him. He is not from our lineage. Now, that's very interesting because you got these fake African American leaders and you can't trace them. You know, you don't know where they came from. They just show up and they claim to be people that they're actually not. Very credible people that we're supposed to be able to trust. And in the family came, Frederick Douglass's family came out and said, absolutely not, he's not related to us. We don't know why he lying. So then who the hell is Dr. Umar? Is he even a doctor? Okay, let's talk about this doctor title real quick. Okay, they are as prevalent as BBLs at this point. Everybody putting doctor in front of their name, and then some people just get handed the title. Oh, you're a doctor, doctor. Especially these pastors barely went to theology, barely went to seminary, and they are now doctors, doctor of the little storefront church, doctor. Dr. Anthony Robinson of the Little Church of the Hill on the Rock, Church of God in Christ, MB Baptist Pentecostal, where the Holy Ghost is on fire. You be like, child, what school you go to? What school you go to? Okay. But these folks have been handed this, and they wear it proudly because somebody told black folks, if you reach that level, okay, you could do BBLs. They didn't tell them the whole story. So they think they are medical doctors. Okay. We don't even know if Dr. Umar Johnson is a doctor for real. If we be honest. If he lied about being related to Frederick Douglass, he probably lying about having a doctorate degree. Nevertheless, he also he has collected millions of dollars for this school. And the name of the school is Frederick Douglass, because he's still on this Frederick Douglass trip. Marcus Garvey Academy. Don't have not one student in there. And he has over the years been collecting money for this school. Every time we look around, he got another excuse as to why ain't nobody up in that school. He's a scammer. So most recently, oh, before I go that he also got caught. Hey, Neil. He also got caught because, he's supposed to be this prominent leader for the community. Girl, his camera flipped on accident. He is living in purity filth, okay? And the people are trying to figure out, how are your living conditions like that, and we didn't send you millions of dollars. So word on the curb is allegedly Dr. Umar likes the booger sugar. Okay. Keep that in mind. They say Dr. Umar is on that white girl, that Christina Aguilera. Okay. They say he blew all his nose hairs. Gone. Not a single nose hair in sight. Ooh, child, they say you could look up his nose and see clear through his brain, child. Just all the nose hairs just pop. Okay, they ain't never coming back. Okay, that's what I had heard. They literally say that's how you could tell somebody that snort that Christina Aguilera, because they burn all their nose hairs. Yes, when y'all meet me, you gonna see I got nose hairs. Shout out to all the people in the chat with their nose hairs. Okay, it's the little things in life. Be grateful. Okay, be grateful that you still got nose hairs and you didn't sit up and blow them like Dr. Umar. Allegedly. This is all allegedly. Okay. Now let's listen to Dr. Umar's latest scam tonight. Oh, well, we got. Okay, after this commercial. What's the JetBlue?
Peace and Pan Africanism, peace and Pan Africanism.
Look at her.
Peace and Pan Africanism, peace and Pan Africanism. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifa Tunde Oguntade. Intercontinental Ifa Tunde RB Jesus. Coming to you live and direct from Philadelphia. I have a very important message. I'm only going to keep you about 5 minutes. I have a very important message. I'm only going to keep you about 5 minutes. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my continental Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Australian Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Caribbean Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Africans in Europe and Asia. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Brazil and my South American Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to Panama and Costa Rica, my Central American Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Canadian Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my New York, my Carolina, my Texas, my Phoenix, my Philly, my Jersey, my Maryland, my Baltimore, my Georgia, my Florida, my Arkansas,
Yeah, he on that. He on
Alabama,
that stuff.
Detroit,
He on that
Chicago,
stuff.
St. Louis, Kansas City Africans.
He on
It's
that
your big
stuff for
brother King
sure.
Kong. I need y'all to listen up. I got a very important announcement. I need y'all to listen up. I got a very important announcement. I'm only going to keep you a few minutes. This morning,
Lady
I received
Tia.
a text message from one of my homies. He needed Dr. Umar to send him a couple dollars. This morning, I received a text message from one of my homies. He needed Dr. Umar to send him a couple dollars.
What happened?
I logged into my account just to check my balance because I haven't done so since I left for South Africa back on July 10th. Only to discover that I could not log into my account.
First lie. I'm in banking. Okay, I have a whole degree in finance. I know how this works. That was the first lie right there. So he says his friend called because his friend, he didn't need no money. His friend needed some money, not him. His friend. Okay, we tracking the scamation tonight of Dr. Umar Fortunde, Frederick Douglass's great grandson tonight. Okay, so he says that his friend called for some money. He hadn't checked his account because he's in South Africa. Then he logs in only to find out his account is frozen. So how have you been paying your way in South Africa? Because this just came out not long ago, and he claims he hadn't checked his account since July 11th. Okay. So how in the world were you paying your way and making stuff happen if your accounts were frozen? You would have known that immediately. Soon as you woke up and went to their Starbucks or whatever coffee they got in South Africa. Stop lying. So that's how he claims he found out his accounts were frozen. Let's go with the lies.
And not log into my account. So then I called the bank to find out what was going on. And the bank told me to enter my 16-digit card number. I did that. They told me they had no record of my account.
So the first lie is, I didn't know my accounts was frozen, but they had been frozen for 2 weeks and I'm all the way in another country. The second lie is, I put my debit card number in the automated system and they told me there is no record. Lies. Let's go with the lies.
They had no record of my account.
Child.
The bank that I've been with since I was a teenager told me they had no record of my account. So then I called the bank. And the bank told me that my personal account, as well as the independent Frederick Douglass.
That ain't no Philly nigga going to Africa. I don't believe his lie tail was in Africa either. I don't believe. He probably was on one of them binges. Okay? He was somewhere on one of them binges. I don't believe his tail was in no damn Africa either. What happened, lying Umar?
Marcus Garvey Academy account have both been frozen.
Wait, what? Let me go back a little bit.
As well as the independent Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy account have both been frozen.
So they froze, according to him, his personal account and the business account. So right now we only talking about 2 accounts. Now I know doggone well this grown man that has been collecting all this money got more than 1 personal account and 1 business account. I know doggone well he does. We'll find out.
Both bank accounts have been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen. And I was told that there is an investigation into my personal account as well as the school account.
Baby, that sounds like fraud. Okay? That sounds like the government is on to you. If this is even true. If this is true, the government is on to you. for fraudulent activity. Perhaps the government is onto you because you've already collected all this money for this school all these years, and there is not a single student in there, not a single teacher, not a single janitor, not a lunch lady, nothing. That's a problem. How many years did Dr. Umar Johnson think he was going to be able to collect this money and not be able to produce a doggone school before the government says absolutely not? You finna stop playing with us. Welcome, Jalen. Let's listen to the lies. So they froze personal and business account.
I asked them, was this due to suspicion of any fraud on my part? I was told that it was not due to suspicion of any fraud on my part.
How can they tell you that if there's an investigation ongoing? He just went from they couldn't even find it. They couldn't even find the account. Now he got somebody on the phone. Not only did they find the account, the person on the phone, but the person on the phone is able to tell him that there was no fraud. How are they able to tell you that so soon if the investigation is ongoing? And if there's no fraud, why would they freeze your account? Why would they penalize you if you didn't do nothing? Lying Umar Johnson.
But I was told that it was due to suspicion of fraudulent activity. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account.
Baby, it don't work like that. Let's be very clear. We all got bank accounts. He talking to, see, these people think they act like they talking to people that don't have bank accounts of their own. When something looks suspicious, they don't just freeze all your stuff. They reach out to you. They may decline that purchase. They may decline that one. But you're going to get a text message right away that says, please contact us. We've detected suspicious activity. They're going to send you a text message. They're going to send you an email. And every other way they know to contact you, they're going to contact you. They're not about to just start shutting down all your stuff. And you know that. And lock you out of your own funds. Because someone is trying. He didn't even say they did. He didn't even say they were successful. I could see if he said someone took $20,000 and then they shut me down because that was fraudulent. He's not even saying that. He's saying somebody attempted it. So you mean to tell me there was no effect to your account and they still froze you, even though they know, according to you, there was no fraudulent activity on your part? You full of crap. Let's listen to the liar.
I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account.
Thank you, Tiffany.
I was told that someone has been trying to gain access into my personal account and the FDMG account. Brothers and sisters, if you have sent a donation to FDMG, let's give it until the end of the month to see if this gets cleared up. They have given me no definitive timeline and
thank you so much again, Tiffany. They have given him no definitive timeline of when the investigation gonna be wrapped up, but they already know it was no fraud on his part. You see these lies? They can't tell you when they gonna finalize it, but they already telling you what they found. Make it make sense. And he telling his people, if you sending me money, just wait to the end of the week. Why would you tell them to wait till the end of the week if you claiming you don't know how long this is gonna take? If you can't even call in and they are able to access your account, why would you tell people to send money to you? How you gonna get it, dummy? How are you gonna get it if your account is frozen? Oh my God.
When their investigation will conclude. They have given me no definitive timeline as to when their investigation will conclude.
But still send me money though.
A check or money order donation to FDMG, let's wait until August the 1st, Black August, and see if this situation has gotten cleared up. They told me they sent me a letter to this point on July the 10th, the day that I left for South Africa. I was told that the timeline.
Oh, conveniently, they sent the letter to him July the 10th. That's the same day he left, so that's why he didn't get the letter. The problem with that statement is they may have sent you the letter on that day, but your account was probably frozen that day as well. So how the hell you fly to South Africa? What card were you using? Baggage claim and all this, drinks at the airport, food. What card were you using if your stuff was already shut down when you went to South Africa? How are you surviving at all?
Of suspicious activity was June 25th
He
to
lying
July
his
the
butt
10th.
off.
I was told that the timeline for suspicious activity was between June 25th, that's when Medea went public. That's when.
So this lady came out. This lady that he had been fucking. He had been sleeping with this lady. She came out and exposed him. If you missed that, you need to go catch it because it's hilarious. This lady he had been sleeping with came out and exposed him. His response to getting and he's claiming that it just so happened that when that lady came out exposing him, all this stuff with his bank happened. So he's trying to blame her. You see how you doing? Now she over there exposing him. So his way of deflecting is saying, see, now my bank account don't work, which we have no proof of, and she's the reason. She was trying to get in my accounts. This lady that came out and exposed him, his response was that she stank. That when she pulled her pants down, y'all gotta catch it because it's so ignorant. That when she pulled her pants down, she stank. The problem is he still clapped. That's the problem. That's the problem with him and any other man that try to complain about a woman smelling. Because the question is, did you still clap though? Did you still clap? When you get through dogging her out, when you get through talking about how she smelled when her pants came off, and when you get through talking about her body and all that and all this, did you still clap? Is the question. And I already know the answer. Absolutely. Because ain't no way she got that close up on you to get that close up on your bank account unless you was. Oh, I wish I could clap them cheeks for Dr. Umar. Clap, 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 clap. Clap! Yes! He was over there clapping. Them Pan-African cheeks. Okay. Now want to blame her because he on here scamming and it made up this whole story. Come on with the lies, Dr. Umar.
Medea went public. Everybody knows who Medea is. July 25th, that's when Medea went public. July the 10th, that's when I left for South Africa. July the 10th, that's when I left for South Africa. So y'all know my.
It's a commercial. Hold on. What? This man lie his off. Okay, he is a lie and the truth ain't in him. Listen to these lies.
I believe Medea and Pastor Bussy were fraudulently trying to get into my account.
That's this other man who got his foot on Dr. Umar's neck. He nicknamed him Pastor Bussy. Anyway.
And if we find out that's the case, they will be sued and possibly arrested because fraudulent activity on a bank account is a federal offense. Fraudulent activity on a bank account is federal offense.
Even if they weren't successful, because you kept saying they tried. You never said they succeeded. I'm curious. I am curious if it's against the law if you, well, I'm sure it is, because you shouldn't even attempt to use nobody else's information. But they normally go by dollar amount to determine if it's a misdemeanor or a felony. So if $0 were taken, what is that? A Mr. Felony? We're confused. We're very confused. Absolutely.
Fraudulent activity on a bank account is a federal offense. Again, June 25th to July 10th is the period of suspicious activity. That is from the time Medea went public and I left for South Africa. Between the time Medea went public and I went .me/FDMG Academy, if you want to make a donation to the school, hold off on checks and money orders until we find out what the hell is going on. The bank is investigating the fraudulent attempts on our account. If I find out Medea and Pastor
Child, you said that
because my personal account.
See, this is why they say he on that ish. This is why they say he on that ish, because he keep repeating himself and doing all this weird stuff. He's not well groomed a lot of times. He'll throw on a bandana and that hair be looking a little sus, a little Brillo pattish, not shaved. He'll throw on a little moo dashiki. It look a little musty from the camera. We're not sure what it smells like, but we are willing to bet it's not fresh. We're willing to bet it doesn't smell like Tide tonight. We're willing to bet that. And and then all this constant repeating like he a parakeet is giving coca. Okay? Look at him. He don't be well groomed. Look at him. He got a little, lot going on.
Contains all of my money. I only send it to Apple Pay and PayPal as necessary. So the Prince of Pan-Africanism, for the first time in my life, is without any digital currency.
So only got one account. Hey, Mike Lewis. This man is on here saying he got one personal account and one business account. Because you hear him say he don't got no money. He has no access to any money.
Loyal supporters out there. For my loyal supporters, if you can spare a few dollars so I can take care of Queen Mother Ifa Tunde and myself until my bank account is frozen or canceled so I can get my money back and open up a new account.
If they send you money right now and your account is frozen, how the hell you gonna get it? It's not making no sense. Y'all see these lies? Do y'all see these lies? I love it. Okay, we used to do Fact Check Friday. over here. This is the new version of Fact Check Friday because this man has told about 5 lies in less than 7 minutes.
Please hit my Apple Pay or hit my PayPal. My personal PayPal account is Umar the Psychologist.
Aren't your PayPal accounts attached to your card? Make it make sense. Or your account, your bank account. I'm done with you. Dr. Umar is a lie and the truth ain't in him, just like he lied about being related to Frederick Douglass. Okay? Just like he lied about being related to Frederick Douglass. Moving right along. Levi, the American brand that has been around for centuries. I want to be a real news lady. The blue jean brand, Levi, who has been around for centuries, is currently in a slight conspiracy because people are so sensitive, okay? Now, before I go there, this reminded me of the fact that it was just Pride Month and you didn't really see folks celebrating it. Not on the large scale that we used to see before Trump got elected. Before Trump got elected, during Pride Month, you would hear something about Pride every day. If you were a part of the community or not, you would see some sort of celebration, hear something about it. It's like it has faded. Like a lot of the conversations that were being had about the community, the LGBTQIA community, those conversations have silenced into whispers. You just don't hear much about it. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact of who the president is right now and his views on that lifestyle. But so people have taken their focus off that. And now we're back to black versus white, cultural appropriation, and all this old stuff. Now we're back to that since we can't have these other conversations that would replace those a lot of times. So Levi, well-known brand, American brand, had a campaign recently with this young lady. I think her name is Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney. Yeah, her name is Sydney Sweeney. American Eagle. Am I saying it wrong? I'm sorry. I thought it was Levi. It's American Eagle. Sorry, scratch that. It's not Levi, it's American Eagle. And I'm glad I caught it before I ended the live because y'all would have been in the comments like, no, Fine Babe, it's not Levi. Okay, American Eagle is the brand. She did an ad, and I'll let you hear the ad that got people in an uproar.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue. Sydney Sweeney has her genes. So a new American Eagle ad featuring Sydney Sweeney is causing a lot of uproar on social media and in the news. In this ad, the blonde actress is in repose, buttoning up her jeans, her raspy voiceover purring about traits passed down from parents to offspring.
So people are mad at Sydney Sweeney because she says, it's a play on words. She says, my genes have been passed down. They're blue. So basically, I got blue eyes or blue genes, GENES, because of my family. It's just a play on words. But that made people mad. Like, they felt like that wasn't inclusive. And I'm like, oh, here we go with this foolishness. Yeah, black people who are stout Christians yet vote Democrat. Yeah. No, I understand, Mike Lewis, and I think a lot of it is just generational. You know, I think just a lot of it is generational and how people were raised. But we have to also call out the inconsistencies. Absolutely, absolutely. There are inconsistencies, and I think you're gonna find that. But the problem is a lot of times with the previous generation, when you point out those inconsistencies, you are not met with understanding. You are met with criticism. It is often seen as disrespectful. If you say, wait, hold on, you say you a Christian, but you support this, you can't tell nobody from the previous generation that they're being hypocrites, you know? But yeah. So Sydney, when she did this ad, people were all in an uproar, right? Had a lot to say. Listen. She was born with blue eyes because that's in her genes. GENES. I don't understand what's the problem. And I think at some point, like for me, I've arrived at this point already. I'm over the black versus white. I'm so over that. I feel like we have had those conversations for long enough. What needs to be said has been said. I won't contribute any more to the conversation. I'm over that conversation. I feel like it's a way to keep us focused on something that we shouldn't be focused on. And what's interesting is you will have black people. This is what I find interesting as a black person. You will have black people who come out of the South, came up to the Midwest, went up to the North, or went somewhere else, went to school, got degrees, got careers, were able to buy houses, raise their children. Their children went to college, and they will still want to talk about black versus white. And my thing is, I'm not dismissing that it exists. But can we please put it in perspective? You are now college educated. You are now doing great. The curse that used to be, that may still be on some black people, you were able to escape it. So it's hard for me to listen to you talk about this black versus white when I'm looking at you. You made it out of that. That did not, how did that affect you necessarily? Yeah, white folks probably didn't necessarily like you. Yeah, they probably gave you a harder time because you black. But if you really look at it, were they really able to stop you? Was the white man really able to keep you down for real when I'm looking at where you came from and where you at right now? That's all I'm saying. At some point, our present has to be valid enough for us to say, yes, those things exist, but I can personally say I was able to succeed. The white man ain't hold me down. And then I also think black people need to start being honest about the decisions that we make. We're not always honest. We a lot of times live in a victim mindset and we don't be honest. You can't even get black people to be honest about their weight. And this is coming from a black person. I see it with my own people. You can't get them to be honest about that they're unhealthy. They won't even admit that. They rather lie. I got a tiny waist. I wear size 12 and you lying. You're delusional. But you can't tell them that. Because then you a hater. You're a hater if you tell them that. No, you fat. Listen, I'm fat. I need to lose some weight. I don't do delusion. I mean, I'm sassy, but I could lose some damn weight. But you got black folks that, you tell a black woman, girl, you is not thick, you fat. She tell you a hater and you mad and you. So we have a ways to go as a community. You know, yes, white folks did a number on our ass. They did. But some of us who became doctors and got degrees and got careers and we doing well in life, girl, cut that bullshit. Stop running around here talking about how they held you down. Girl, stop it. Girl, stop. And you sitting over there with that fat bank account. Girl, be quiet. Okay? I'm just saying. And I think more black people need to tell the story. It's more black millionaires now than there have ever been. And then you got black millionaires that will sit on a podcast and talk about the white man holding us down. I be looking like, huh? Is the struggle in the room with us? Is the struggle in the room with us? You gotta be for real. That's all I'm saying. So a lot of black folks got mad at Sydney because she said her jeans got her eyes blue. Okay? So then they brought up Beyonce. White folks brought up Beyonce and said, well, y'all don't got nothing to say about how she walking around here. Beyonce, every time we see her, she's getting lighter and lighter. She's wearing blonde wigs. Isn't that cultural appropriation? They don't like that type of teaching. Shalina, do not go live and say that because you're not supposed to say that. You supposed to act like, even though you sitting up here with this light brown hair that ain't natural, you it's straight. That ain't your texture. This ain't your hair. This ain't your texture at all. But you're not supposed to say that that's cultural appropriation. When you have a dark-skinned woman with platinum blonde hair in her head, when you got a lemon-shaped head ninja with blue contacts in his eyes, and when a white person says, "Oh, what is that? What the hell is that's cultural appropriation?" We say, "Oh, you can't tell us that," because we have a hard time keeping it real. Sometimes we have a hard time keeping it real. I don't have that problem. Okay, I don't have that problem. So if I agree with people that say if you got a problem with Sydney just announcing who she is, and you saying that that's not inclusive, then you better have a problem with Beyonce wearing that blonde hair and looking lighter and lighter. And there were actually rumors back in the day that when Beyonce was with Destiny's Child, she'd have them other girls tan, so that her her complexion could could stick out, because that's still very much so a thing for us. We're still very much so in the a lot of us still believe in that if you light, you right. Absolutely. If it's light, it's tight. If it's light, it's right. Okay. So we got a little ways to go. Absolutely. Um and Doja Cat came out making fun of Sydney Sweeney's ad. I'm sorry, it was funny because the way the lady was saying it was funny. Okay. My jeans are blue. How did she say it? My jeans are blue. How she said, let me go find her again on this commercial. How she said,
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue. City Sweeney.
yes. Now watch Doja Cat make fun of her. Something's wrong with Doja Cat. Wait, where Doja Cat?
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue. Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Yeah, she ate that. Okay. I'm sorry, Doja. You ate that. Okay. So, girl, we back on this conversation again. Black versus white and cultural appropriation. But see, when Kim Kardashian showed up with them braids, we gagged Kim Kardashian. We was like, girl, what you doing? Okay. When Kim Kardashian had them braids, we was like, look at her culturally appropriating. So then they could throw one back when Beyonce show up with a blonde wig, looking like a white woman. Where Beyonce? Let me show y'all how Beyonce been looking. And QB do not get me because he don't want you to say nothing about his girl. Okay. He don't want you to say nothing about Beyonce, honey. That is the queen. Listen, I'm here for it. Yes, she's the queen. But Beyonce been looking a little. Okay. Who that? Who is that? Girl, who is that? Who is that? Better come Becky with the good hair. Girl, that's Becky with the good hair. Okay. Becky with the good hair. Girl, they accused Beyonce of trying to look like Marilyn Monroe. Girl, who is that? Girl, who? That Becky? Better come Becky with the good hair. Ever since she came out, girl, ever since she came out and said Jay-Z was over there getting from Becky with the good hair, child, she done turned into Becky. Okay. Ooh, child. Girl, moving right along. Okay. Moving right along. I guess we'll make this our last one tonight because I got a whole list over it. Listen, school starts on Sunday over here at Babe Nation. We are not new to it. We are very much so true to it. Okay. So we could do a little bit of this as well as a little bit of that. And shout out to y'all. Thank y'all so much for answering the phone. In other news, Megan Thee Stallion is suing Mob Radio, aka Milagro Grams. Now, I didn't know that was her real name, Milagro Grams. That sounds like a very, very big time drug dealer. I didn't know that was that lady. That is that lady's government name, Milagro Elizabeth Cooper. Okay? Don't that sound like a pound of coke? Coquiana. We've been talking a lot about Coquiana tonight. Nevertheless, Milagro is getting sued by Megan Thee Stallion because, okay, it's a few things going on. Milagro Grams, aka Mob Radio, covered the Tory Lanez trial. Okay, And if we be honest, she covered it with quite a bit of bias. She believed in Tory, okay? And come to find out, it was because she and Tory had been talking behind the scenes. She wasn't just somebody reporting on YouTube. Mm-mm. She went to the trial every day. She went to every day of the trial, and she formed a relationship, a personal relationship with Tory Lanez and his family. So she would constantly, during the case, she reported on everything that was going on. After the case was over, she would still throw jabs at Megan Thee Stallion. Everything basically that Megan did, she would report on it. Okay? And give her biases. Well, fast forward, this AI video came out of Megan Thee Stallion getting clapped. Okay? So on this, and this is why this AI stuff, we got to be real careful with this AI stuff because it's starting to look more and more real. It's starting to become harder and harder to tell. When it first came out, oh, you could tell that's AI. Anytime you eat a chicken wing and the person put the whole chicken wing in their mouth and start chewing, or they holding the phone 1 minute and the next minute the phone, they still holding their hand up, but ain't no phone. Okay, you know that's AI. But now they fixing all them little kinks. So it's getting harder and harder to tell. Well, nevertheless, somebody came out with an AI video of Megan Thee Stallion getting clapped. Milagro Grams takes the video and shares it on Twitter. And that's when Megan Thee Stallion decided to sue her. I am sure Megan Thee Stallion was already irritated by her coverage of the case. But then to go off and do that, even though Mob Radio did not produce the video, all she did was share it. Megan claims that Milagro shared that video knowing it was fake to intentionally hurt her. And according to Megan, not only is she doing it now, but throughout that whole case, Megan claims Milagro did everything she could to defame her, to lie about the details of the case, and to make her look bad. So she's suing. It came out most recently that the courts are asking for all of the text messages, WhatsApp messages, Cash App messages, any payments, any funding, any communication between Milagro and Tory Lanez and his people. The court wants it. When it came time to produce it, Milagro Grams deleted it. Mob Radio, aka Milagro Grams, deleted upwards of 20,000 messages between her and Tory Lanez. So that further adds credibility to Megan's claims. Because Megan is claiming y'all were working together. You weren't just blogging what was going on. Oh, no, no, no. You weren't just blogging, lady. You was behind the scenes with these people working up plots during an active case so you could come on a public platform and try to make me look bad, and you were getting paid to do it. It got ugly, right? It got ugly. You know, you would think people would learn from Tasha K. It goes back to this thing with these celebrities, how they have you out here. No, 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 no. It's called self-preservation. Mob Radio is married with children. Tory Lanez is a little short dude with a temper that was running around Hollywood trying to screw anything that would let him. What is it about Tory Lanez that would make Mob Radio put herself out there like that? Why would you do that? And then there was a deposition to get information about this stuff. Tory Lanez went in there and made a complete joke out of it, hurting Milagro's case. Him and his family has not tried to assist her. She has lost counsel. She lost her lawyers. She was being represented by We the People. They done dropped out. Because even after Megan sued Mob Radio, she was still coming online talking smack. So I guess them attorneys was like, girl, we can't help you. You can't be quiet. We can't help you. Now she ain't talking about Megan now. She was ordered to pay Megan's fees of $5,000 because she is evading turning over her passwords, her messages, and she is interfering with the investigation by deleting records that the courts need to make a decision. So I'm tracking that. I think it's really interesting. I think it's a good example of how you could just get caught up. How you could just get too caught up. You know? And I really like Milagro. Mob Radio is so dope. She's beautiful. She does great commentary. Like, she was really on her way. And she probably still is, if she doesn't let this completely destroy her. But you just really hate that because Megan Thee Stallion is a celebrity. She has the backing of Rock Nation and Beyonce now. you know and it also came off as though Mob Radio is male identified. A lot of people felt like, girl, you did not have to go that hard. You did not have to go, even if you believe Tory was innocent, you didn't have to go that hard because that's still a woman. You know what I'm saying? And that's still a black woman. Like, you didn't have to go that hard, but that child, that's what had happened. Okay, so we're tracking that. It doesn't seem to me like Mob Radio is about to give the courts anything. What they have said, see, this is why you don't play with them. What the courts are saying now is, we want the judge to say and to agree with this, that if we are not able to retrieve those 20,000 plus messages that Milagro deleted to evade us getting the information that we need, we want the courts to assume that those messages were incriminating, even without seeing them. That's what they want. That's what they want. The other side, Megan's team is saying, Judge, she's trying to be slick and delete everything. And that's fine. Well, we want the courts to assume that she deleted it because it was incriminating. Because she was getting up with Tory, trying to get at Megan. They were conspiring to spin narratives and to bring her down. And this blogger was getting paid behind the scenes, but coming on the scenes, acting as if she's just giving her commentary. Absolutely. So this puppeteering stuff happens on all levels. This These people trying to be puppeteers, this stuff happens on all levels. Even down in the beef sector, and as you can see with the celebrities too. Absolutely. Girl, I could talk y'all till tomorrow because I haven't talked about Nicki Minaj. I have not talked about the Richardson girl, the track star that was caught with the weed in her system, and she got over that, and now she in the airport beating up her boyfriend. We didn't talk about that. It's a lot going on. We didn't talk about Candace Owens and how she said a French president's wife is a man. Girl, it's so much to talk about. But we'll talk about it later. Answer y'all phone. Shout out to the nation tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed this live. I just wanted to come chill with y'all, kind of get up to speed with what's going on. Please like the video if you have not liked the video. Shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to my beautiful mods. Shout out to all of the content creators that came through. Thank y'all so much. Shout out to my members. I appreciate y'all. Who else I need to shout out? Oh, and Babe Nation will be on Zoom on Sunday. We'll do it at 2 o'clock. Let's do like a 2 or 3 p.m. Zoom on Sunday so we could iron out the final details of 45 hours with the Babe. I love you guys and thank you so much. I'll call y'all back. Peace.